What's up, y'all? How you doing? I know it's been a little bit since I've done one, but I've been putting some things together. Like I say, I've been looking at a bunch of different information, hearing a lot of different everything from our border, and also looking into the left's information. You know, one of the biggest things that you got to understand that even though you don't watch anything from the left, you need to kind of pay attention because you need to understand what they've been told and their psyche. You know what I mean? Because they are so geared up with just hate all the time, every day, right? So, and then now there's a bunch of other little things that's happening that are quite disturbing. The one of the biggest things is not only, oh mercy, everything from ballistic helmets, ballistic body armor, hundreds of thousands of ammunition, hundreds of weapons, stolen explosives. Yeah, I mean, it is just one right after the other. Like I say, the more and more you listen from a bunch of different places, you're able to put this together, and it's, you know, not too good for the population anyway. For that silent majority, we're going to do okay. But there are a lot of notices and things to where people over on the left, all the illegals, a lot of them that are coming here are starting to put out just what they mean and just what they came here for. They're saying they're not here to assimilate. They're here to leech and destroy. That's pretty much what all of them. They don't care about nothing, no how, no way. They're going for money and whatever else they can get. Yeah. They don't care about no jobs or anything like that. They're just sitting around waiting to get that message on their little government phone, which the government is giving them by the millions, y'all. You see all that protest in D.C.? They said, oh, tens of thousands came together. Really? How did they get tens of thousands of people together so quick? See what I mean? So, when the time comes, what do you think they're going to do to put out a message to 20, 30, 40, 50 million people nationwide? Okay, boys, it's go. Time for the purge. And if you've ever seen, like what is it, that Crow with Brandon Lee, how all the drug dealers and gangsters and stuff just came out and just started doing whatever the hell they wanted to all over the place. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what I've been saying to people for the longest. All of the movies are telling you something. If you pay attention to the movies, on how they put the movies and portray them and all that kind of thing, and then all of a sudden stuff just starts happening. Everything from natural disasters because they're pushing the weather. They can pretty much conjure up pretty much whatever you want to think about. Dropping things down into the everything from the San Andreas fault, the fault lines and things around the planet, and cause big explosions to where it jars the land. Yes, they've been doing that forever. Well, it's just nothing has broke loose to make America fall apart like they want it to. The U.S. is the last nut to crack. Is the last pure, safe bastion of peace and, prosperity pretty much on the planet. Because without us, the world would destroy itself. It would have already done it. It would have already done it. Trump wasn't supposed to happen, like I said a while back. But yeah, you see how things are playing around. They're talking about nukes and everything around there with Putin and all them. I mean, yeah, from China, Germany, all of them. Yeah, they talk about nukes all the time. But they really don't want to destroy everything. They want the people to go to hell in a handbasket so they can set the military loose with all these damn drones and all that kind of shit. And yeah, man. Then they got these swarm nano drones that can be dropped out of the back of an airplane by the hundreds of thousands. Yeah. So they tell everybody, get in your house, don't come out, don't be out between this and this. But they're going to let loose a bunch of those damn drones and stuff. Yeah, you never can tell what they've got in store. That's what I'm saying. Dr. Evil and all that kind of stuff and all these mad scientists and all that kind of crap. Yeah. Dr. Frankenstein, messing around with body parts. There's people that did it back then. There's still people doing that crap now. Yeah, trying to, with skin grafts. I've seen they even have mice that they have like little forms and all to where they can grow ears on the backs of mice. They've had that for eons, man. But the technology that they want to implement, you need to get rid of a lot of people. The best way to do that, since everybody else and all us red-blooded Americans and all, we're just waiting for somebody else to kick it off. We're not going to go out there and start a bunch of shit ourselves. They don't understand that. But that's what's going on, y'all. Okay, they don't want to just come right out and start kicking everybody in the teeth. They want us to kick each other in the teeth and all. Since we're not doing it, they're bringing other people in here that ain't scared to fight. You get me? That's how you do it. That's how you would do it. I mean, messing with their money, our money, food, fuel, and everything else. I mean, if the lights went out, but the banks need the power for 24-hour banking, yeah, it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's all a big ass racket. But it's about to come to a head, and it's all going to be up to us to defend it, speak up for it, talk out against anybody that wants to come here and change or rearrange it. Our biggest problem is because, and I understand, we're all busy with our lives. We've got families, we've got houses, cars, and jobs, and bills, and things like that. You don't really have a whole lot of time for nothing. That's where you need to start getting out of your comfort zone and start getting together with your neighbors and things of that nature. Start pulling your group and make it small, make it choice, and watch out having your electronics around any kind of a conversation or taking your phone to your bug out place or something that you don't want to know or don't want to be known. Yeah. These damn phones will tell on you, man. They listen. I tell you what, I've been sitting around in my own living room talking about some things to some other people or my wife, and the next thing you know, something will pop up. Yep. They say, oh, where's not listening? You lying bastards. Well, they're also listening to me because of it's me. So I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to pay attention to what needs to be paid attention to. Concentrate on yourself. Figure out ways around your house to secure it. Get some things. If you're stuck in the house and you can't get to the store in a few days, don't do you have enough stuff at the house to where you're going to be okay, right? That's what you need to do. Everything from food, water, to some fuel, extra fuel, and things like that. Keep your tanks topped off because the gas is about to go up. The food and everything has been going up. You've seen that. Fuel is going to be the biggest thing. It's always easier to top it off than it is to go fill the whole damn thing back up. Remember that. Especially when gas starts going up, it's easier to go spend 10, $20 to top it off for that last little bit rather than go in there and have to drop $100 bill to fill it all back up. I've been there, done that. I had dual tanks on my truck, so I know yeah, it was a bitch. So that's about all I can tell you is the people that are coming here, they are saying and doing totally different from what we've been told. They ain't eating none of the food. They're not taking anything that anybody is giving them. There's people in New York, Chicago, the whole 9 yards, Florida and things to where these immigrants have come here and everything that they've given them, they have thrown in the trash. They haven't really taken anything. Now that they've got a couple little headway, they're commandeering some buildings because of some organizations let them have it. Now they're trying to run it like it's theirs. They're not even letting citizens, or they don't want them to record outside the establishment or nothing. You get what I'm saying? So all they're doing is trying to get here to set up a headquarters, to set up a little factions everywhere and anywhere. So yeah. I wanted to let y'all know that this is disturbing. Everything that's coming across the border, 90% of those people, maybe 80% of them are pretty good, but the rest of them are some bad, rotten apples. And the only way that they're getting here is through that batch of apples. And they're rotten to the core. You understand what I'm telling you? I've known about this for way, way back. Back when I was a teenager, there were very few Mexicans on the job site and stuff. Nowadays, that's pretty much all you see. I have been pretty much pushed out of the crews that I've been working for at, many moons ago because they wanted to knock out the white guy because they could bring in a couple more, pay them less. You see what I'm saying? They had a whole racket with these illegals. They even put them up in houses. The people that were working, they didn't really get their paychecks. They got the money that they were pretty much an allowance. Whoever was setting everything up and talking to them, getting them the job and everything like that. Yeah, they pretty much took 75% of their money. Yeah, sure did. But everybody thinks, oh, let them come here. But their own people are using them. That's what I'm saying. People, they want to talk a lot of shit and they don't know any goddamn thing about it, man. So, don't get a savior complex. Take care of you and yours. I've been telling my people as well. You could be looking through your spotter scope, your rifle scope, or whatever, and seeing somebody that's about to get dispatched, and you cannot give your position up to save that person because you have to think about the people you have worried about you. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, grandkids, and all that kind of thing, Yeah, you might have to do that. Yeah. I know it sucks. That's just the way it is. Don't get a savior complex. We got a lot of shit coming our way, y'all. And it's not over by a long shot. Now they're starting up the impeachment with Biden. Trump has a possibility about being back in there within the next, 30, 45, 60 days. Maybe even just a little bit longer. But yeah, they're digging up rock solid crap against Biden to where there is no way that anybody could stand up there and defend that worthless pile. That's what's happening. And it's one of those political deals when you're taking down somebody that's been in there for so goddamn long, and everybody knows that's not the real one. There, there's just a lot of shit going on about that too. So don't worry about all the bullshit. Just take care of you and yours. That's what I tell everybody. Don't worry about nothing, no how, no way. Don't watch any of the mainstream media or whatever. If you're going to do anything, get on YouTube and listen to what I tell you. Liberal High Mind, Dr. Steve Turley, Salty Cracker, Anthony Brian Logan. There's no one, Brandon Tatum, Officer Tatum. He's an ex-cop. Man, there's a bunch of other ones. Once you start looking into that, it sets up an algorithm. It'll just keep pulling people in. So I've got more information. If you want to know more, I can dig up some. Let me know. I didn't want this to be too damn long, but it winded up being up a little bit longer because as I start, like I say, I'm trying to gather the information, and that's what this is, y'all. I'm looking at the big picture. I'm looking at the big picture. And it's only the ones that will listen that might have a fighting chance of batten down the hatches. You got everything inside. Set your security. You got outside cameras, lights, bright lights that shine out. Yes, and if you can have them on the inside to where you can control them and stuff, because if they're outside, they can be knocked out, disabled. They can just be covered up. Because bright lights, if somebody has night vision or what, then they can't look inside. You see what I mean? Bright lights and things like that mess them up. Thermal and yada yada. It does a bunch of glare stuff, and especially with a light bulb, one that conducts heat, especially for thermal. Yeah. I got more, man. I got more. But this was the disturbing stuff that I've been telling y'all, that I've been putting together, that I wanted to tell y'all. So I got a little bit more. I'm trying to put it a little bit more together. And I'll come back and let y'all know. If you look down some of my videos, I couldn't name them exactly what they have in them, but there's also things for early warnings and different kinds, all different kinds. If you have any information, put it on there. I'd appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay? I appreciate y'all. We ain't over by a long shot, y'all. We ain't over by a long shot. God bless the United States of America. Screw you, commies. You know the drill. I appreciate y'all. Later.